Thank you, Devin. Here in Wisconsin, we're pretty lucky enough to have one of only 11 national scenic trails in the United States. The Ice Age Trail is a 1,000-mile-long footpath that highlights the glacial landscape features of our state. And here to talk with us a bit about it today is one of the members of the Northwoods chapter of the Ice Age Trail Alliance, Chris Shaw. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we kind of just explained it a little bit, but what is the Ice Age Trail? And can you also tell us just a bit about the Ice Age Trail Alliance?
Well, the Alliance brings together roughly 30 county chapters across the state, from Door County down below Madison up through the Northwoods here to Minnesota. It highlights the terminal moraine of the last glacier, which left about 10,000 years ago. We're lucky in Wisconsin to have one of the most recent glaciations, which gives us a lot of our great hills and lakes. And that terminal moraine went right across the Northwoods from Langley, Lincoln, and Taylor counties, and gives us some great terrain.
Interesting. And then we have some snowshoes today. So you want to talk about what do you have coming up that's going to involve snowshoes?
Well, Saturday we're going to have our annual snowshoe hike in the Underdown County Forest on the Ice Age Trail, and some places you can't get to in summer that are off trail, bogs and lakes. And we'll have guided hikes from 4 to 1 mile or 1 hour. Some will take you quite a ways out, though. There'll be fire and refreshments afterwards.
And how much does it cost to partake in that?
The hike is free. We'll take donations that'll help support the trail in the future.
For sure. Awesome. And you have some different snowshoes today. You want to talk about those just real quick? Yeah,
you got to bring snowshoes on a snowshoe hike too.
You know, that might be a little helpful.
Yeah, it improves your experience and helps keep the trail good for everybody. I mean, you can have your big traditional wooden snowshoes here. There's some smaller metal ones, but I really like these on the table. They've got a nice hinged binding, so the tip doesn't dig into the snow, and the tail doesn't throw snow up the back of your legs.
Yeah.
And you want to look for one that's easy to get into. There are, tons of models out there around the Northwoods that you can buy, but they really help the winter experience out on the bogs and the lakes.
Absolutely. And then do you want to tell us just a bit about the Badger State Games? Yeah,
a week later on the 11th, in the same area, different trailhead, the Badger State Games Fat Bike Race will be held. It's for these new snow bikes you might have seen with a 4 to 5 inch wide tire that really help you explore on snow. Perfect day of fat biking is better than any day on dirt. When it gets great, like a week ago, we had sidewalk-like conditions through the woods. It was just an amazing experience. It brings people back because there's nothing like it.
Yeah, interesting. I hadn't even heard of fat bikes until I moved here, and that's so interesting. So a regular bike will not get you through. What does a fat bike kind of help with? Well,
you've got plenty of tire for flotation and some traction. It's a little slippy because it's snow, but on anything but a really hard-packed trail, you're going to want that. And it does let you regulate your tire pressure. It's amazing. You get down to like 2 or 3 pounds, and the tire is squishy on a softer trail or a fresher trail, and then you go up around 12 pounds on a fast trail that's ready for a race. And it's really something new riders got to get used to. Sometimes you air down to a scary low pressure, and that keeps the trail good and lets you keep going.
Yeah. And then does it cost anything to participate in the Badger State Games?
Yeah, there's an entry fee for the Badger State Games. We keep it relatively low as far as bike races go. Searching for the Badger State Winter Games website will get you able to enter. I think it's $30 at the moment to enter the race.
Awesome. And then how did you register for that again?
Just searching for Badger State Winter Games will bring you to the website. Badger State Winter Games have been going on for a long time, and they have a variety of events in all our Wisconsin winter sports.
Yeah. And then where can people go if they want to learn more information on the snowshoe hike, or if they just want to learn more information on the Ice Age Trail?
IceAgeTrail.org, I believe, gives you the general information and guides to the trail all across the state. The hike information is on the screen. It's Copper Lake Road parking lot or searching for Underdown Recreation Area. It's a place with great snowshoe trails, lots of great classic ski trails and fat biking, and there's a snowmobile trail through the east side. It's just a great area for winter.
Oh, sure. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and bringing in some interesting snowshoes and a fat bike. Haven't seen snowshoes like that in person before or a fat bike, so it's definitely very cool. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Yeah. And coming up, we have What's Trending, including